Good morning and welcome back. Today we're going to do 1.3.2 exercises. They're the exercises for the shapes. And what we're going to do today, we will work on the Olympic rings and we'll work on the cactus as well. So let's just get into it. Let's click on the Olympic rings. When you click on these rings and hit the Start Coding button, you'll see that the rings are all here. You don't need to type in any code at all. Okay, all you need to do is set the order so that they are layered on top of each other correctly. So the solution here, we got this blue, this steel blue on the bottom, and then we have the gold on top, and then we have black on top of that. Then we have green on top of that. Then we have red on top of that. So we need steel blue, gold, black, green, and crimson. Not red, crimson. So if we come in here and just cut and paste all these lines of code to be that order, then we should be fine. So let's start with what's all the way in the back, and that's the steel blue. So I'm going to grab the steel blue, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. So steel blue is done. Next is gold, Control X, Control V. Next is black. Control X, Control V. Next is forest green. Control X, Control V. And last is crimson. Control X, Control V. Then we get rid of these extra lines. Now if I run it and switch between solution and canvas, they are exactly the same. So I'll check it and it's perfect. All right. Now let's do the cactus. Cactus is definitely a lot more involved than the rings, so let's work on it. So this is what we want. We want a cactus on this background with a shadow. If you take a look at this cactus, it looks like there's a lot going on, but this is all you need. It's just ovals. You got one oval that's the darker green, a second oval that's the medium green, and a third oval that's the lighter green, and then we have a straight line going up and down. The key here, though, is the borders for each one of these things. They're not solid borders. They actually have dashes, so it kind of looks like it's prickly, maybe. So here we go. First thing they want us to do is to draw the shadow. The shadow is down here. The shadow, this is black with an opacity of 20. That's why it doesn't look straight up black. It looks kind of grayish, but it has an opacity of 20, so let's put that in first. An oval is, if you need a reminder, the first two numbers are the center point, and then the third and fourth number is the size. So this is going to be oval 200, 300, because that's the center point, and then the size 120. So here we go. Oval 200, 300, 120, and opacity of 20. If I hit that, we are looking good. All right, if I didn't have this opacity in here, just take this out real quick. That's what it would look like, which is obviously very different, and now looks like a hole in the ground, and that's definitely not what we want. So if we paste it back in there, we get our shadow figure there. Now let's draw the actual cactus. The actual cactus, all of these ovals, we have three ovals, like I said, the dark green, the medium green, and the light green. That's actually sea green, and then an RGB value, and then a medium sea green. They all start at 200, 235. That is their starting position for all three of them. And then we just need to put in their various sizes. So let's go ahead and do that. Oval, 200, 235. And the first size, if you look in the inspector, the biggest size, the size that, the shape that is furthest in the back is going to be the one that is on top. So the first size I'm going to put in is 130 and 140. And this fill is sea green. And then this has a border, like I said. This border color is khaki. It's actually the same border color for all of them. So border color is going to be khaki. So Khaki. So border equals khaki. And then this border is not solid. It has a dashed line to it. So I'm going to put dashes and then parentheses 4, 3. If I run it, it should look good. There we are. Looking great. Okay. So since for each one of these, they start on the same two numbers, and they have the same border and the same dashes, all I have to do is change a second set of numbers and change the fill. So I'm just going to copy and paste this a couple times. And then change my numbers and change my fill. So my first numbers I'm going to change, I'm going to go from 130 to 140 to 100 and 140. So just change this to 100. And that second color is an RGB value of 55, 165, and 90. So fill equals RGB 55, 165, and I think, was it 90? No, I don't remember. Yep. Run it. And what did I do wrong? I did something wrong because it's not here. What did I do? Let's figure it out. Oh, I know what I did. I still have line 12 to be the same as line 10, so line 12 is actually covering up. So let's just do let's just fill in line 12 here. The size is right now 130, 140. It needs to be 50, 140, and the fill is medium sea green. So let's change this to 50 and change this to medium sea green, and then we hit run, and now it's looking good. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, last thing we need to do, we need to put a line right down the center. Okay? So lines, in case you forget, it's just LINE, and then the 4 numbers are the starting coordinates and the ending coordinates. So it's going to start 200, 165 and end at 200, 305. Line 200, 165 and end at 200, 305. And it also has a, is it border? No, it's just a fill. A fill of khaki and dashes of 4, 3. All right, so there you are. Had a little bit of a hiccup there, but that's okay. And hiccups happen for everybody. And with that, I believe we are finished. We have our oval for our shadow. We have our 3 ovals for our shape. Each of those ovals have a border of khaki and dashes of 4, 3, which gives it its dashed appearance. And then we have a line going straight down the middle. All right, that's that. Thank you very much.